Hello everyone, so today I'm going to show you guys a recipe for a whole oven baked chicken with side of green split beans and potatoes. You could add broccoli, cauliflower, whatever you have. So the spices I'll be using is here is the onions, so that is about eight garlics. This is about 6 green chilies, the same amount of garlic which I've already peeled here, 1.5 lemon or 2 limes if you would like, or a lemon. This is this is garlic powder with some salt. This is red chilies. This is oregano, bay leaf, and parsley mix. It's like 3 mix of spice. And here I have some turmeric. Here I'm gonna use some zira powder, and then this is the yogurt that I'll be using. This helps it to break down faster, the chicken to become tender. Here I have some salt, and then here is my chicken. So this is just one whole chicken, about 3 lips or a bit less, and that's it. I'm gonna get these chopping, mix all the spices in the bowl, and then go ahead and lather my chicken up and then store it in the fridge either overnight or for at least 4 hours. The longer you let it sit, the better it's gonna taste, because all the spices are gonna be really infused in the chicken. So it's really up to you how long you put it, but at least a minimum of 4 hours would be good. And one last thing I forgot to tell you guys is a tablespoon of any kind of olive oil that you have. Extra virgin would be the best. So here I used a big spoon to squish out all the water from my lime. And here I have a tablespoon of salt with my lime. And now what I'm gonna do is use this small tablespoon, teaspoon, and then take some red pepper. And this one, you guys know how much your family eats pepper and spicy, so you add according to that. And then now I'm gonna take a full spoon of the oregano bay leaf mix. Then I'm gonna take a half a tablespoon of the garlic powder, and then I'm gonna take some turmeric. And the last thing is the zira powder right here. And then we need like half a cup of yogurt, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this and scoop it out with my spoon. Now I am going to take all these chopped fresh spices, add it in here, and basically the trick is to just mix everything together and then lather it on the chicken, and just make sure that it gets in all the little corners, especially inside the belly of the whole chicken. And then put it in the fridge, either in this and cover this with a plastic, or inside a plastic, which is usually what I do. And then here is my olive oil, so I'm gonna just take it and it's okay if you add a little more than a tablespoon, because you're baking it in the oven and we're not going to be adding any more oil. So this is basically what the chicken is gonna cook in, with its own natural oils and skin. So just really mix this in, and then go ahead and lather up your chicken with it, put it in the fridge, and I'll see you guys after 4 hours. So guys, this is what it looks like. I've lathered it up, I made sure that I put it inside the chicken, and now what I'm gonna do is just get a clean bag and cover the top and put it in the fridge. And then I'll see you guys after 4 hours for prepping the veggies and putting this in the oven. Hello guys, so now I'm gonna show you how to prep the veggies. So here I have 1 onion which I have just diced like this. I have half to a full tomato if you want, and I have just cubed it like this. I have about 5 green chilies. I have 6 garlic cloves. I have the same amount of ginger, and here I have about a lip and a half of potatoes, which I have just peeled the parts that I don't want. I like to keep some of the skin because it gets really crispy. And here I have green peas and broccoli. And so what I'm gonna do is just chop these in squares as well, and then go ahead and chop these in little tiny pieces, mix it all together, add some olive oil, add some red chili powder, add some cumin, oregano, and then it will be ready to go in the oven. But I will not put it in the oven before the chicken or at the same time as the chicken, because the veggies don't need that much time, and if we cook it too much it's going to be too soft and mushy. So I'm going to put the veggies in halfway through while the chicken is cooking. So now I'm going to just chop all of this and show you guys how I'm going to mix it and the spices. So my ginger, garlic and green chilies is chopped up roughly. Just gonna add it on top of everything else, and then we're gonna go ahead and add some salt. So guys, this is coriander seeds, this is oregano bay leaves, this is red chilies, and this is garlic powder with salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle some like that. If you want to be accurate, then use a big tablespoon. Oregano, coriander, and then the next thing that we're gonna do is use some of this zira powder, and the last thing is we're gonna use olive oil. So 2 tablespoons should be good, and just like that. And the last thing that I've put here is just less than a tablespoon of turmeric, and I'm gonna just drizzle it with salt lightly because my garlic paste, garlic powder also has some salt. And now we're gonna mix all of this, and it's ready to go in the oven, but I'm not gonna put it in the oven yet. I've taken out my chicken from the fridge. I'm gonna put my chicken as well in the oven, but first I'm gonna let my chicken cook on heat of 375 or 400 for 1 hour, and then after that I'm gonna add the veggies in the last 30 minutes. So in all, we're gonna be cooking everything for 1 hour and 35 minutes. And please let it cook slowly, because the slower it cooks, the more tastier it becomes, and the more the juices stay in and it stay moist. If you put the heat up on high, you will dry out your chicken. So my veggies are ready. Now I'm gonna take my chicken, which has been resting in the fridge, put it on a baking sheet and pop it in the oven. I have already have the oven preheated at 350 degrees, so I'm gonna keep it at 350 degrees for 1 hour for the chicken, and then come check on it. And once I feel like it's really cooked and ready, then for the last 30 minutes I'm gonna go ahead and add the veggies in the oven with the chicken, let it cook for another 30 minutes, and voila, we're ready. So guys, here we go. And what I've done is taken some of my potatoes and veggies and stuffed inside of the chicken, so that when it cooks I get all that smell from the chicken and the aroma and everything in there, so it kind of becomes this mashed potato kind of. And then so now I'm gonna do the last step I'm gonna do is cover it with aluminum foil so that it keeps my chicken moist. And then after 1 hour I'm gonna take it out, add my veggies around it, and then another 30 minutes and we're ready to go. And now this is ready to go in the oven. So guys, this is 1 hour in the oven, 1 hour and 20 minutes in the oven for 300 degrees, and it's really tender, it's really cooked. So now what I'm gonna do is add the veggies around it, which I told you guys before I did not add at the beginning because I didn't want it to cook too much. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cover around the chicken with the veggies, put it in the oven for another 20 to 30 minutes depending on how crispy you like your veggies, and then we can put it for broil for about 5 minutes to just get a little bit of crispy color here, and then our chicken is basically done. So here we go guys, I've covered all the veggies all around the chicken. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this same tin foil and cover it again, put it in the oven for another 30 minutes, and I'll see you on the other side. And so guys, here it is, the chicken. It is ready. As you can see, it's really sizzling hot because I just took it out of the oven, and it turned out really good. So now I can't wait to try it. I hope you guys try this easy recipe and let me know how it goes for you guys. Have a great dinner.